Hey y'all, Kerry here. So this is my Christmas journal this year. I'm doing Darcy's December Daily and December all in the same book. I also follow Debbie over at Ink and Page, and she's doing the 12 Days of Winter Wonder. And I was going to put them all in this book. However, it's already getting too big, and I'm only still in the second signature. And so this is what I did last time for that. And I'm just going to take these out, and I'll just put something else right there. And I'll just, because I think her idea, maybe I wasn't paying attention in the first video, but I realized that she's actually going to put all the elements together for 12 days, and then we're going to put it in a journal. And so I need to make my own separate journal from that, because now it's still big, but that's because there's some other stuff. What day is that? 4? That's day 4. So we'll get to that. And right, so this is taking up a lot of space. It's super cute, but it definitely needs its own journal. So today what we're doing is Darcy's December Daily for day 8, and it's in my day, traditions you had growing up. So I've prepped a little bit already, and I started this last night to see if it would fit in there, and I don't know what I wasn't paying attention. I already glued it in there. I don't know if this is actually a vintage Christmas card, but I do know that it was in my stash, and I've had it for a really, really long time. And so I can't find the envelope, so I probably used that already. And I'm going to start with the inside first. And I am going to... this is going to go over here. I don't know. Can you see? Yeah, you can see that. Okay. And the reason I'm going to put it over there is because it's going to be really difficult to write on that side. And so I'm just going to, put this aside for a second, because since this is, about holiday traditions, one of those holiday traditions was every Thanksgiving, we would eat dinner, and then when the kitchen was cleaned up, we would get all of the Christmas decorations and stuff out and then decorate. And so there's 6 people in my family, and mom, dad, 2 sisters, and a brother. And my mom actually made the stockings herself, and I don't have pictures of them all, but they all had her name on them. So I just went into Word and printed these out and cut them out, and I'm just going to put them at the top there. And you'll see that mom is spelled incorrectly, M-A-U-M. My mom said that's how I say it. She would say something and I would be like, Mom. And she used to have a front license plate. So, state of Georgia, we don't use front license plates. We just have a back license plate, and we don't do the emission stickers like other states do. And so I came to my parents' house one day, and I was like, Mom, why is your, what is that on your front license plate? Like, what does that mean? She says, that's Mom. I was like, that's not how you spell Mom. And she said, well, that's how you pronounce it. And I was like, okay. And she went, Mom. And I was like, okay, yeah, I guess you can spell it that way. And so, actually, when she passed away, we had bookmarks made, and it says Rochelle Mom McIntyre in that, and I thought that was really neat. Okay, so this is going to go on this side, right here. And I probably... way too much stuff. That needs a background, so I'm going to use that. Because that's just too much white space. But let me just first ink those edges. And you don't have to ink the edges. I just happen to like that look. And if I would have, well, no, actually, I was going to say if I would have thought about it, I would have put that in my printer. Is there a side to that? And put a background on there, but I can't actually because that's got glitter on the front. So, okay, we're just going to glue this down. And this came out of a paper pack, this double-sided cardstock. It's super thick. I don't know the name of the paper pad. I got it at a, I got it through Marketplace. And so we're just going to put that there. And that's a little big, so let me just put this here. All right, so I was cleaning off my desk earlier, and I was prepping some things, and I realized that I'm back to crafting on my lap. Right. And I have my desk is actually a door, and this door is sitting on 4 bookshelves, or not bookshelves, filing cabinets that have the 3 drawers. So the top drawer is the pencil drawer, and then the other 2 drawers are filing cabinets for letter size paper. So I'm just trying to line this up here so my line will be straight. And this red cardstock here came out of a paper pack that I got from the Dollar Tree, their craft section. I stopped buying them because I was buying up like all of them every time I went. But the Dollar Tree is, I live out in the woods, and so civilization store-wise, unless you're just going to like the grocery store, is like 30 minutes up the road. And so I try and get as much done errand-wise in one go. So that way I don't have to worry about getting back in the car and driving all the way up there. And I'm not going to keep these because I have way too much paper. And no, I'm not going to round those. Okay. So this is going to go right on this side. I'm going to use Fabrifix for this. So I got a new Sugar Bell bottle, and I had to because the one that I was using before had glue in it for like 2 years, and it eventually burst. Right? Like it got a little, well, it didn't explode, burst. Like just where the words are, it says there, Sweet Sugar Bell. Where those words are, they're raised, and one of the letters ended up with a crack in it, and I was gluing, and I was like, what? Why do I have glue all over my hand? And then I realized that there was a hole in the bottle. Okay, there's that. And then, okay, so I was going to make this into a card, but I realized that I don't have an envelope. I mean, that's not blood, that's paint. I don't have a pocket. I need to find a pocket to put this in. Going to be big enough to fit. So this here is just the instructions from Ink and Page on where to go to have her walk you through all those videos. I didn't want to waste it, so my sewing machine is in the way because I was using it earlier. Okay. So, and I know that everyone has their own favorite glue. I prefer Fabrifix over everything just because it dries quickly and it gives you that time to move. Okay. Oh, you know what? I will take a piece of that out of the trash can because what I've been doing, if this is the first video of mine you've seen, I printed out her list twice. I printed it out the first time and it was a little bit smaller than I wanted it to, so I printed it out again. And I don't see any reason to waste this that I have already printed. So I'm cutting out all these little ones and putting it on the day that it goes with. Okay. And just cut that right there. And then I had a little one around here. Here it is. So this one here is going to go right here. And yeah, I like the art glitter glue because it dries really quickly. But it doesn't give you that margin of error that the Fabrifix gives you. And because there's glitter on that, I'm going to put it right here. Because there's glitter on that, I'm going to use the Fabrifix. So with this, I interrupted myself. So I got these new Sugar Bell bottles, and I'm a little bit disappointed, actually, because that tip used to be able to fit a paper clip this size. If you bend this piece out, it used to fit in the tip there, and that's how I would keep them closed. And then I got these new bottles, and they don't fit. Okay, what do we got here? Oh, we can use that as a pocket. Or we can use that as a pocket. What's on the other side of that? Oh, yeah, we'll use that one because that one's blank on the back. And so I need it to be about there. And I do have a ginormous paper trimmer. However, as a matter of fact, that's exactly what I was using when I was crafting on my lap earlier. And I said to myself, I really need to stop crafting. Oh, is that going to be big enough for that? Barely. Barely. I didn't think about that. Okay, we're going to make this 2 inches, and then we'll use this top piece since it's a little bit bigger than 2. Put this back in my scrap box. And yeah, I didn't think that far ahead. But, and I'll leave all the links to Darcy's page and then Debbie over at Ink and Page. I'll put that in the description box. And that's going to go right there. Because Debbie's kit here, you can get it for free. You just sign up for her emails. And it doesn't matter that it started already. Because she has, each day she puts all of the links for every day in that email. So if you're just now going to go find her, then you'll still be able to get all the back ones that you missed. Okay, perfect. That's going to fit right in there. And then we're going to write on that. But this here is my tree. And this came out of the same paper pack that this did, some cutouts. But what we're going to do is, this is leftover paint that we remodeled our house in 2019. And this is the color of my door. And so I'm just going to put red dots everywhere. And these are going to be my Christmas decorations. And so I'm not going to be able to glue this in until it dries. So I'll just show you where it's going to go. And then I have gold somewhere on my desk that we're going to put up at the top there for the stars. Okay. Or the stars. The star. Only gets one star. Okay. Yeah, I forgot I had this, actually. I should use it more often. Okay, where did the gold go? Here we go. Okay. And this one here is super thick. I've had this a really long time. So I'm just going to put a star right here. I'm not very good at drawing, so this is going to have to suffice for a star. And when this is dry, it's going to go right here. But I'm not going to, what happened to my tweezers? Okay, well, I guess I'll use these. Just pick that up and move it over here out of the way. So that will dry. So that's right side up. So pen. There we go. Oh, more red paint. I wasn't sure that red paint was any good because when I opened it up, it was separated. Okay, so here we go. 1. Oh, Thanksgiving. There's no E in that. Okay, so the tree was put up after dinner on Thanksgiving. The stockings were put up too. And then Christmas Eve. We were allowed to open one present that my parents picked out. Okay. I'm not sure. I don't, that was so long ago. I'm sure there was other things that we did. I just can't remember right now. So that's why I left the little space there. Or actually, yeah, the tree came down the first weekend in January. My brother was born on Christmas Day, and he was expected on January 3rd, which is my dad's birthday. And so since he was born on Christmas Day, they would celebrate both of their birthdays on January 3rd, and the tree would come down after the birthday celebration. Okay. There might be more. I don't know. Well, I'll have to see if I can remember any. Is that dry? That is dry. pretty much. There's one right there at the top. Okay, so that's going to go right there. And so it needs to have glue only from here down. Alrighty. Oh, am I in frame? Okay, so that's going to be that. And since, oh, here's my tweezers. Since that's not 100% dry yet, let me just show you the 12 Days of Winter Wonder. This was day 5, and it was nothing but envelopes. So I didn't tape this just because, you know, you don't need to see me sitting here for an hour cutting out and folding envelopes. So I just put these paper clips on them to train them to stay closed. And I'm not sure exactly what she has planned for these envelopes, but they're to go in the journal later. So once I saw this video here, I realized that I really need to just give them, this is a coin envelope, their own journal, because seed packet. Otherwise, this journal is not going to close. Large envelope. Okay, so I didn't glue all of the envelopes down, only because if you watch her video, she says in there that you can just glue it down and then use it for hidden journaling space. And so since I'm not sure what she's going to do, I want to see what she's going to do so I can then determine what I want to do. And she also said if you didn't want to hide that picture by turning it upside down, you could just take this and open it up and then trace it onto another piece of paper. And then that way you won't have to worry about hiding the picture. So that will be a completely separate video. And I'm just going to go ahead and stick all of these in here. And that was what it looks like. So I'm going to have to see what I can come up with for another journal for that. Oh, and you know what? I think I put, did I? Day 4. No, I didn't. Okay. All right, put that aside. Okay. It looks dry. Okay, and my day traditions you had growing up. There you go. If I have any more that I can remember, I'll add them to that. But until then, that's done. And before I found this here, this was part of a Halloween costume. I realized that this book actually needed a closure. I thought I was going to be okay because there's 4 signatures in here. So right now I'm using that as my bookmark for the time being. It's not going to stay there. I will probably end up using both of these as closures just because I don't want to take that out because now there's going to be a huge hole in there. So there's that. Darcy's December Daily for day 8. I hope you enjoyed this little video. Just a reminder, I'm coming up on 500 subscribers here soon, and I'm going to put together a little package as a giveaway. So when I figure out what I'm going to put in that package, I'll do a little video on it, and then I'll explain how that's going to work from there. And when I reach 1,000 subscribers, the video that I did the flip through on for the tea time journal, the digital came from Debbie over at Ink and Page, and it was a collaboration with several other women. Cheryl from The Whole Bucket hosted it, and it's called How Do You Do Art? And that's going to be my giveaway for my 1,000 subscribers. So I hope everyone's having a great day, and stay tuned. Happy crafting.